Hey there everybody, what's going on? It's Minnie here, and this is the 5th update of my World at War custom campaign timeline. Now, I can hardly hear what's going on, but I'm sure you guys can. Alright, so what's new in this update, you ask? Well, first and foremost, I fixed up. Well, there's a lot that's new in this update. So first and foremost, I fixed up this first encounter. You'll see what I mean. I think I did it pretty well. I added a function called the stop flood spawn function. So what I did is, excuse me there, what I used to do is I used to just wait until the enemies died out, and hopefully some of the enemies would despawn when the new ones were coming about. See how they're retreating right now? I thought that was pretty cool. But about this point, the stop flood spawn trigger should also be going off. There you guys. Which sets their count to 0 so they can't respawn. We have our allies over there trying their best. They're getting wrecked pretty hard though, so I might want to help them out. Probably. Oh, there we go. Ooh. So what is new in this level? Like I said, well, first of all, I added the bottoms to all these buildings, so now I don't see the sunlight peering out from underneath the buildings. That was more or less just a pet peeve thing for me. I totally forgot to fix the window spawners in this encounter. I'm actually not even going to go over on this right side because I messed up the right side. But that's okay, because when I actually get to doing proper AI, you know, spawning and all that, I'll be more focused on how your allies advance and all that. Currently, though, I am not too worried about that. So as you see, this level here, it has you going from the open areas to a very dense urban area very quickly. And I'm going to have it open back up toward the end of the level. So I think this is the safest way to traverse this encounter, is actually just by going through the buildings. But you still do have to deal with the wrath of everybody down below. Now I'll tell you what I mean by I'll show you what I mean by the window spawners aren't working. Oh god. Yeah, now they're all rushing me. You notice that a lot of them did rush over here, and that's because this is actually a retreating spot, so they're all kind of rushing this way. And if my allies were in the proper respawning places, it would look more like they were retreating. Oh, set up a spawner there. Right, it would look more like they were retreating and not just, you know, rushing me. Ah, I messed up, damn it. That's fine. There's no more spawners that are going on. Now, when I run over here, you know, there's these guys down here, and there's people coming around. Now, this is what I mean by they're having a... Oh, they didn't even spawn in. I would say they were having a hard time getting to their window, but these guys didn't even spawn. They're supposed to spawn and run to each window. Maybe I changed them up a little bit. I don't know. Anyway. So this is a new area, as you can tell. A new area to fight through. My allies are, of course, getting destroyed just trying to reach this area. Which is fine by me. Okay, that guy got to his window, which is nice. I got some allies finally running down here. For some reason my flood spawners aren't respawning. But I'll figure that out at some point. Not right now, it's not too pertinent. Anyway, so now that we're all down here, I'll go ahead and show you the final area that I've been addressing. I don't know why you're up there, dude. The final area that I'll be addressing is this area here, and as you can see, it's new. For all of you that remember Tokyo, first of all, you should remember that building, because that was from Tokyo. And I've edited that building to, you know, be some of these buildings. You know, just with different outsides, or maybe I changed the interior. And that later got altered to become this building. But you'll notice that these bunkers are back, but also there's a new bunker. Now, this encounter I want to play in a more scripted way. I want everybody, you know, to run out to their, however they get here, whether it be through here or through there. They're all going to run out, and they're not going to be using a cover node, but instead something called a concealment node. And that's just them hiding out here rather than taking cover and shooting back. I mean, it's not like they can anyway. This geometry doesn't really allow for it. This is just supposed to be so that you can be detected, and the people from inside here can be bearing down on you with machine guns without actually having you all getting hit. I'm gonna have a 9th allied AI maybe spawn in, or I might have him just start off from the very beginning. We'll see. Who has something called a magic bullet shield, makes him invincible. Run over to here. Tell the player to throw a smoke grenade. So the player throws a smoke grenade out. And he can or couldn't, it doesn't really matter. And after the smoke grenade is thrown, player can then rush in, and if the player wants to tackle this encounter left, he can. If the player wants to go in through this way, he can as well. There's gonna be rooms there. And get out, go over here, kill the guys. And then there's even another route, though it's pretty much just the left route, except instead of doing that, you go around here like so. And kill them all this way. So that's what I got for this update. You can kind of see the blocking that I have carried out for this. So you've got the wall right here, which is pretty much me finishing up this area, including the little lake up here that the water is coming from, and I don't want that to, mix up with this, so I'm probably gonna have this thing curve out like that a little bit. And I'll probably have the, I don't know, I'll see about all these out of bounds areas later. Because they're the first thing I'm getting done after I get... Who's shooting at me? They're the first thing I'm going to be getting done after any of the... before I start detailing everything else, I'm going to be getting some of these out of bounds areas done. But as you can see, over here, this is just for the cliff walls, like these. It's supposed to be there. I should probably add some for back here as well, because technically, yeah, I have the one right there. I must have deleted the one that goes across this way, but there's one there as well. And they're just little blocking notes for what's to come. As you can see where these bunkers are, the player will have to clear out this main bunker and then these 3 minor bunkers. And, they'll all have a machine gun or a machine gunner of some sort bearing down. Whether these ones are going to be mounted machine guns, I'm not sure about these. This might just be the guy with the Type 99 or MG42 just going down on his own. They're going to be flood spawners, and they'll have a count of 999. So they'll pretty much be infinitely respawning until you enter the bunker in a certain way. In which case, the enemy will stop respawning. Its count will be set to 0, and so when you kill him once, the bunker is cleared and you move on. I was thinking about having this encounter done in a more grandiose style, but I thought this way would be a little better, in my opinion. As I haven't actually done bunker storming yet, so I think it'd be a cool idea. And plus this bunker looks cool. I think it looks cool. Anyway. So, alright. So here's what I meant, by the way, by the window spawners aren't working. These guys are. I readjusted them, and as it turned out, it worked perfectly. So I'm going to see about readjusting people for here. There's supposed to be 2 guys in here. I'll have them spawn there and there, rather than in between the beds. Where it's most... prevalent, in in here, where they're supposed to run to the window, but instead they just chill. I don't like that. See some guys in here. I guess they did run to the balcony. But the guys up here, oh, they probably despawned already, but you know what I mean. And so yeah, that's everything right there. In total, you know, the map is... God, actually the map is almost doubled in size since... Well, no, I'd say I added a good 33% to it. You know, that's what happens when you're just focusing on the bare basics first, rather than trying to make it look nice, like I did here for the first... What was the first update was like out to here, I think. It was just this. And the second update was like right there. And I was just trying to make it kind of look nice. But, you know, this cliff also does take a long time, you know. For this whole section here, it takes me just as long to do this as it does to do that little bit. So, who knows. Anyway, like I was saying, so next update comes around, I'm probably not even going to focus on encounter design. I'm just going to focus on mapping out this whole area, get this done. Not including the walls around. Afterward, I'll go back and I'll start making the walls for all this stuff. And then work on making the final bunker, which is going to be right there, complete. And what the final bunker is going to be is the area that's going to have the whatchamacallit in there, the time machine, and the player is going to have to step into it and then go not into the future, you're going into the past. Although I guess the next level you're not really in any sort of constrained time zone. Alright, well that's all I got for this week. Once again, if you ever feel the need to, or you know, just the desire to want to help out in any way, shape, or form, don't be afraid to talk to me or ask me about things. I am always willing to receive help, and I will always take up your offer for it. That being said, if you enjoyed this, if you have any suggestions for levels and whatnot, by all means go ahead, leave something in the comments. If you just liked what you see, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you want to go ahead and see more. You know, let me know what's up. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I'm gonna get a nice looking view of, you know, what we've made. Hold on. Ta-da! Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Alright.